I believe in my heart that marriages all have a half-life, okay? So if the marriage lasted 20 years, it's been dying for 10 before you admitted it. It's been dying for the last 10 years. It finally got to the point, right, that you had to go, you know what? I can't keep in this downward trajectory.
The decay smell is a little too much.
Right?
Not enough poopery.
Can cover this up, right? And so that usually is the thing that happened. Like by the time, that's why I have so much, I don't know, like I've been a divorce lawyer for a long time. And when a person comes to the decision to call a divorce lawyer, that's a
Mm,
hard decision to make. That wasn't an easy decision to make, just to
right.
call,
Painful.
to even think about it. And they didn't just do that on a whim, you know? Now, don't get me wrong, once in a while, but to date, I've never seen a healthy marriage end in divorce.
Hmm. That's a wow. You can say that twice.
Okay? Never. I've never seen a healthy marriage end in divorce. I've never seen it. Marriages that are growing, that are alive, we don't have funerals for those, right? A divorce is like a funeral for a marriage, right? We don't have funerals for things that are living. That being said, the controversial thought is that sometimes I wish that people felt more free to acknowledge, right? So if I were able to acknowledge at year 11, right, that this is over, right? Because at year 20, it was over, right? At year 20, I know it's over, which means it was over at 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Real talk, right? It's been dying all this time. People felt more free, right? To realize, you know what we did here was good to this point. Let's close that chapter,
Yeah.
right? Let's recreate, let's move on to a new thing. I think there wouldn't be this thing where they're decades later and people still have this bitterness and this anger, you know what I mean? And like the marriages really devolve. Do you know what I mean? Like they really devolve and get ugly. What if people had the freedom to make the acknowledgement sooner? I don't know, you know? I don't know. I don't know. But that's, it's a controversial thought.
The part about staying after it's already dead and trying to revive it. Like, I have seen some dramatic situations where a child passes away, whether they were in a swimming situation and they're like, we're going to keep doing CPR, keep doing CPR, keep doing CPR. But 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later,
Yeah.
no one does it for 2 years, 4 years, like you're talking about, right?
Yes.
But there
That's
comes a
beautiful.
time where you have to acknowledge that this really is dead. But this is the thing that I was wanting to point out. If you don't acknowledge it in a marriage, that's when the decay is not just the dead marriage. It now starts affecting the individuals. And you start seeing yourself dying as an individual. And the marriage may be dead, but now are you going to kill yourself? Your identity, your purpose, your impact on the world, does that have to die too?
Too.
So when we talk about that disconnect, like when a marriage is disconnected and it dies, what does that say about the individual? Does that mean they have to die too? Attorney Joy, help me.
Absolutely not. Because listen, we're gonna jump there and circle around here. So, to your point though about the CPR compressions,
Yeah.
there's a story that goes. Somebody asked the doctor, "Well, why did you keep doing so long after you knew the little girl was dead and she wasn't going to come back?" And the doctor says, "So when the mother asked me, did you do all you could do?"
Mm. Not because he didn't know
We
she
say
was
yes.
dead.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. But because when the mother says, "Did you do all you could do?" We'll say yes, right? And so I'm with that. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, but not 2 years. It's a word, right? It's a word. You're right. You do want to say you did all you could. You do want to say you did all you could. But at some point, you got to know that there's no more to do, right? There's no more to do.